Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name's Crystal and today we're going to go through this absolutely stunning bridal inspired look. This is a potential makeup look that I'm going to be wearing on myself for my own wedding day, and I will also be recreating this for my final assessment for my makeup school. I have a mood board and everything to show you guys, so let me know if you like how this turned out. Before we get into the video, do not forget to check me out on my social medias. I will have my Instagram on the screen for you guys to check me out over there. And I just want to say before we get into the video, I hope you guys are all keeping safe and well with all of the things that are going on around the world right now. Everybody's experiencing something in some way that is impacting them, and we are literally living through history. So I hope you guys are keeping safe and well, and without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so I've got my little bag of goodies here. So I've pre-prepared for this video, and I will show you guys my face chart that I will be using for my final assessment for my makeup course. So this is what it looks like here. I have my mood board underneath, which is the inspiration for the look, which is a very warm toned kind of look. And then I also have my face chart here, and then I also have all of the products that I'll be using on the face just here. Just diving straight into it, I'm just going to pop my hair back. Gosh, I can't remember the last time I had my hair back like this. It's insane. So I'm going to dive straight in with the primer, and the two primers that I'm going to be using today is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Primer and the MAC Strobe Cream. So these two together. And then just blending that in. I can already see the glow from the strobe cream coming through, because obviously on your wedding day you want to be as glowy and as luminous as possible, looking youthful and beautiful. Next up, I'm going in with concealer, and I'm going to use my trusty NARS Pot Concealer in the shade Custard. Seriously, my imperfections have been so bad. Like, if I didn't have this concealer, I really just don't think that I'd be able to get the coverage that I'm looking for. So because I want my eyes to be really, really bright on the day, I'm going to go in with the Becca Light to Medium Skin Corrector for the under eyes. And I'm just going to pop a bit of this on a Morphe M224, which is a synthetic brush. And then I'm going to pop that under the eyes. A little bit goes a really long way. I mean, my eyes already look so much brighter. If you haven't tried that product, I haven't spoken about it on my channel yet, but literally so incredible, especially if you are a makeup artist who is going into the industry of formals or debs or weddings or whatever. This product is so incredible. They actually do have an apricot shade as well, so I will be picking that one up a little bit later down the track, but for now that one works really well for me. So I'm going to go in with my foundation, which is my trusty NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Punjab. I swear by this. I think this is such an incredible product. So I'm going to apply that to my face with a beauty blender and really pounce that into the skin. Okay, so now the foundation is on. It looks quite luminous and nice, but the coverage just needs to be a little bit more for my liking. So if I had really bad skin on the day, I would be going back in with my NARS concealer and going back over my problem areas just to make sure it's fully covered to an extent that I'm happy with. I mean, we've got some temperamental skin at the moment, I won't lie. It's happening all the time for me. I just can't seem to get a break. So now I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. I'm going to be using super reliable products on the day, and I know that this product 100% will not ever let me down. And then I'm just going to blend that out. And what I'm going to be using to set that concealer down is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Translucent Powder. So I love this because it's quite hydrating and still very skin-like. It is a little bit expensive, but I do think for a bridal look, it's actually quite nice. So I'm just going to place that down with a brush, and then I'm going to pounce that in with a beauty blender just to make sure it's all completely set in there. And then blending out the concealer that's still sitting under my eyes. So now we're going to move on to bronzer. So today we're going to use the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is my tried and true bronzer. I know that it's not going to fail me at any stage, and I'm just going to define the cheekbones but make it really, really diffuse. I feel like a whole new person as soon as I put bronzer on. And then the next step is going to be to do the bronzer on my nose. I feel like if you've got like a really bronzed forehead and whatnot, and you don't have a bronzed like nose region, I feel like it's like very apparent you haven't balanced your makeup, if that makes sense. So I literally do this so rough. Like I literally just have a Real Techniques flat top brush. I do it super rough, and then I just blend that until I'm happy with the depth and the shape that it's making. The blush I'm going to use is Melba by MAC. I love this shade. Finishing off the cheeks with a nice flushed look. And that dimension is there. I just feel so much better every single time. Oh, so I really want to have a luminous glow for this look. Like, I mean, it's supposed to be a wedding day. My wedding day. So I'm going to use Opal by Becca. This has been around for like 100 years, and it's just tried and true, reliable. So I'm going to spray my face with that Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist, just so that there's a bit of hydration. Dabbing into that and then popping that on the tops of my cheekbones. Well, she's highlighted, that's for sure. Is that even possible? Might have gone a bit far. It's kind of actually taken away a little bit from that blush, so I'm just going to grab whatever's left on my brush and place that blush back down again. Okay, so I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to jump off camera to do my brows just because they can take me quite a while, and I don't want to bore you guys with watching me just doing my brows. If you would like to see a video on a brow tutorial, let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would like to see, and I will happily film it for you. Okay, so now the brows are on. Literally, again, another life-changing thing. I feel like your face completely changes. So what I'm going to do now is zoom you guys in, and we're going to start working on the eyes. Okay, so now we are super nice and zoomed in. You can literally see everything on my face. So hi guys, so what we're going to do is prime the eyes using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I love this. I think this is absolutely incredible. So I'm just going to use the same duo fiber brush that I use for that Becca under eye brightening. This stuff, I've completely forgotten the name of it. The color corrector. I'm just going to pick up some of that soft ochre and pop that on the lids. I love this product. It's been around forever, and literally I cannot live without it. Done. Okay, so what we're going to do next is go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I mean, this is kind of like a staple for a lot of people. So I'm going to go in with Orange Soda through the crease, and I'm going to use a medium-sized brush. This is one from Morphe from the Jaclyn Hill collection. I'm just going to pick that up and then pop that in both of the creases of my eye. And I'm really going to blow that right out and stopping in like my second third of my eye. So if you look at the eyes in like, you've got your outer third, your mid third, and then your inner third. I'm literally going to be putting Orange Soda as the transition through the outer third and blowing that as far up as I want to. Now this doesn't have to be perfect, literally just chuck it on. It's nothing special. So I'm happy with that transition shade, and I can see my camera's flashing, so I can almost guarantee I'm going to run out of battery. I'm going to dip into the shade Raw Sienna. It's not Raw Sienna, it's just Sienna, sorry. And it's just a brown shade, and I'm going to pop that in the outer corner and blend that through those thirds as well. I sometimes find if you have deep set eyes like me, just tilting your head back, you can see a lot more of what you're dealing with, and you can also have a lot more control about where you're placing the product on the lid. And then blending that out with the brush that we had before, and then going back into Orange Soda, and then making sure it's all soft and diffused. I feel like you guys are like super in my face right now, and you're seeing so much of me. Okay, so now I'm happy with how that's looking. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Okay, so I am so sorry if the angle has changed because my camera died, and I'm desperately trying to get through this whilst I've got a little bit of battery power there. So I finished blending out what is on my eyes, and then I'm now going to go into the shade Cypress Umber. I'm going to use a smaller brush, and I'm going to be focusing that on the outer parts of my eyes. So just this outer V here, just giving it that depth. And then taking the brush that had the shade Sienna on it and blending that out. Tilting your head back if you need to get a little bit more vision for those people that have deep set eyes like myself. And then just continuing to blend. Okay, so now I'm happy with how that blend looks, and then just popping a little bit more of that Orange Soda through the transition socket if I need a little bit more blending. But now we're going to cut the crease just to give it a little bit more structure in the front. So I'm just going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to take a tiny little brush that's small enough just to cut the front of my eyelids. So I'm going to take a little bit of that, just placing that to clean up the front part of my eye. And because this is a soft glam look as well, I don't feel the need for it to be super, super, super sharp. I just wanted to serve the purpose of making sure that that gold pops. It looks a lot more sharper on this side than it does on this side. So I'm going to finish cutting the crease on this side, and then I'm going to do it on the other side, and then I'll be back with you guys. Okay, so now we've cut the crease on both eyes. I'm going to fill out the underside of my eyes. So I'm going to use a pencil brush, and I'm going to take orange soda and just drag that under the lower lash line, and then connecting that up to the work that we did on the upper lid, and just really diffusing that out because I want this to be as soft as possible. And then going in with a flat top brush, I'm going to go into Sienna and pop that a little bit closer to the lash line, and then stopping about halfway. Okay, and then taking the final shade, which is Cypress Umber, and then placing that in the outer part of the eye, and then use orange soda to blend all of that together, and continue to blend and blend and blend. I'm now going to use the shade Glistening, and then popping that in that space that we cut the lid earlier, and blending everything together with that Sienna shade just over where it meets the Glistening shade with Cypress Umber. Just because I want it to pop a little bit more, I just don't feel like it's quite there. I'm going to spray my brush, and then I'm going to go back in again with Glistening. Okay, so my camera just died again. So frustrating, and I didn't realize. So I've done a few different things to my face, so I'll clue you guys in. So as I was saying, I used the Glistening shade on the lid, so that's the gold look that you can see there, and then I just blended that out into the rest of my eyes. And then what I've also done is my eyeliner. So I ended up using a eyeshadow for the eyeliner. I want it to be really soft and really not too precise, so I've gone for the eyeshadow version of eyeliner. I didn't want it to be too sharp, but I have used Coffee from MAC in the waterline, so I thought that that would give the look a little bit more of a glam kind of touch to it. And then I've also used the shade Beam from the original Jaclyn Hill palette, which is this one just here on the inner corner, and like literally it is the best inner corner highlight ever. So what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to put my mascara on, and then I'm going to do my lashes as well. I probably will do my lashes off camera anyway, so if my camera dies again, which it probably will, you'll probably see me once I've got my lashes on. So I'm just using the MAC Giga Black Lash mascara, and I'm popping that on the upper lash line. And then I'm also going to pop that on the lower lash line whilst we're already here. I love the faces people make when they're doing the lower lash line. I think it just looks hilarious. So that is all of the mascara on. So now I'm going to go in with my Samantha No. 7 lashes by Huda Beauty. These are my tried and true. I've worn these so many times. They're so fantastic. Now I'm going to pop them on with some Duo lash glue, and then I will be right back. Okay, so the lashes are now on. They were a little bit, I know, painful to put on today, but these normally work quite well for me. I don't usually have too many issues. I think they look really great. So now we're going to move on to the lips. So today we're going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner, and then we're also going to use the Huda Beauty matte lipstick in Prom Night. I got this because Molly Mae was talking about this shade, and I really like her. So we're just going to line the lips, and now just going in with the shade Prom Night. Those two shades are literally the perfect match. Like, I can't even tell the difference in terms of the shades. If I was getting married, I would probably leave it matte. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and I'm going to zoom you guys out and show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so this is the finished makeup look. So this is one of the options that I'm potentially considering for my wedding day. I was thinking maybe to amp it up with a bit of a wing, but I do know that wings don't necessarily look that great on me in terms of photography because of my eye shape. So I hope you guys really liked how this turned out. I probably should have worn white and not black in this video so that it's a little bit more representative of like a bridal tutorial, but I really do love how this came out. It is definitely something that I would consider for my wedding day. So if you do like this video, if you do like me, do not forget to subscribe before you leave and give this video a big thumbs up if you'd like to see some more tutorials on my channel. I am planning on filming so much for you guys. Do not forget to go and check me out on Instagram as well. I will have my handles up in the corner for you guys to go and check me out, and I will also have them in the description box below for you guys. And I think that is pretty much everything from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.